Hello, my internet friends. How are y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday. I hope you all are doing amazing today. It's your girl, Jerry Tolliver here, CEO of Fly Credit, where we help you have better credit, better opportunities, and a better lifestyle. And I wanted to come to you today to talk more about some of your business credit. I get a lot of questions about business credit. I get a lot of questions about business credit. And a lot of the time, the questions that I get surrounding around business credit is really around myths. It's really about things that people heard. And so I want to talk to you all today about some of those top myths that you may hear related to business credit, so that you don't find yourself falling for some of those same lies. So you don't find yourself falling for those same tricks. Because let me tell you, when I discovered business credit a little over 2 years ago, one of the things that I really thought, I really was stuck on the fact that I believed that it was going to be very hard to build business credit. That, business credit wasn't available to me because I was new in business, or because I didn't know anything about business, that it just wasn't going to be there if I decided that I wanted to go that route. But what I later realized is that actually building business credit is really easy. In fact, building business credit is easier than building personal credit. And so I've learned so much over these last 2 years, so much so that I've been able to secure a little over $300,000 for my business. And we've been funding businesses left and right. We've been funding traveling businesses. We've been funding restaurants. We've been funding real estate investing companies. We've been funding so many different companies that have so many different goals and dreams to build that they didn't even know that these avenues were possible. And so, y'all, there's so many different types of business credit available to y'all. You just, may just not be aware of it. But today I want to talk about some of those myths. I want to talk about some of those lies that some of us are hearing related to business credit, so that you don't get discouraged, so that you don't get derailed, and so that you can stay focused on your goals, so that you can stay focused on getting the money, the capital, the credit that your business needs to grow exponentially on top of that, because the credit is available to you. The companies, the credit card companies, the banks, they want to give you the money. All you got to do is position yourself to get it. And so there are a lot of mistakes that people make when they're building business credit. In fact, some of these mistakes I personally made when I built business credit too, because these myths and these lies were fed to me as well. And so if anybody's watching this, if you guys are watching this live, I just want you to say hello. Let me know you guys' name, where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know your name and where you all are tuning in from. Let me know because I get a lot of business owners that want to start building business credit. I get a lot of business owners that really want to start building and growing their dreams, but they're like, Jerry, where do I start? Where do I go? How do I get there? And so let's talk about some of those things that you should avoid, right? Some of those things that you should just automatically ignore in the event that they hear it. And so I'm going to be giving y'all 5 business credit myths that you may actually hear on your road to building business credit. But because you are watching this here, you're watching this right now, whether, live or in replay land. If you're watching this in replay land, just say #replay. But if you're watching this live or in replay land, what I want you to know today is that once you learn these myths, once you learn the mistakes and the things that you should avoid, you'll be on track to hitting your goals faster. So are we ready? Are we ready to learn the number one myth? The number one myth that people actually talk about when they're building business credit. Y'all ready? Drop a number 1 in the comments if you're ready to get number 1. The number one myth that I hear people say all the time when it comes to building business credit. Drop a 1 in the comments. Cool. I see the number 1 in the comments. Great. So you guys want to know the number one myth. And the number one myth that people always say when it comes to building business credit, that I've actually heard come out of people's mouths, is that the only score that you have to build when building business credit is your paydex score. Like, the only score that you have to focus on is building your paydex score. Your paydex. Now, my friends, although paydex is very important when you're building your business credit. I mean, vendors, they're going to pull your Duns and Bradstreet or your paydex score. Even some of these loan companies, they're going to pull your paydex score as well if they're going to get you approved for some business credit. Now, it doesn't really matter if you're, brand new in business. It doesn't matter if you're seasoned in business. Everybody should be building business credit. It's a necessity. It's necessary to build business credit. It's a requirement that you really should be working on to build some business credit. But if you're going to build some business credit, what I don't want you to do is just focus on building just your paydex score. My friends, you have 3 business credit scores. Now, unlike your personal credit, where you only have, your Experian, your TransUnion, and your Equifax. Well, your business credit is a little different. You have an Equifax business credit score, you have an Experian business credit score, and you also do have your Paydex/Duns and Bradstreet score. And so you have to really be focusing on building all 3, not just one of them. Focus on building all 3, because you're going to need it in the event that you really want to get more funding. You want to get more business credit. You really want to get all of the opportunities that are available to you as a business owner, so that you can start getting all the money, so that you can get all the capital that you need. Because quite frankly, I hear business owners, the number one thing that people complain about when building their business is not having enough money. They're stressed out. They're maxing out their credit cards. They're draining their savings and retirement accounts just to build a business. When if you could just tap into other people's money to do it, you wouldn't even have to worry about that. And so start building not only just your Paydex score, but build your Experian, your Equifax, and your Paydex score together, so that you can build strong, solid credit history. Okay, y'all got that? You got 3 credit scores. You got 3 of them: Equifax, Experian, and your Paydex. So focus on building those. All right, you got it? Great. Y'all ready for number 2? Ready for number 2? All right. I got number 2s. Y'all right. Y'all popping number 2s in the comments before I even say it. It's funny. All right. So number 2, the number 2 myth that I hear quite often is from business owners that say they have started building business credit and they already have vendor accounts. So they're good. Like I'm already building with vendor accounts, so I'm good. Well, let me tell you something. Not every vendor account reports on your business credit. You should know this. So even if you do have vendor accounts, you should be asking them, are you reporting these payments on my business credit reports? Can you report these payments on my business credit reports? Not every vendor account is created equal. No, not every vendor account is created equal. So do some research first. Find out what accounts actually report on your business credit reports, so that you can get that reported on your business credit, so that you can start building business credit scores. Right, Tam? Yeah, Tam's one of my funding machine students. Yeah, you already have access to the list, so you're good there. But for anybody that's watching this right now, if you don't have access to our vending accounts, we actually have vending accounts in our funding machine course. And in our funding machine course, you can get access to all of that. So that's what Tam is talking about. In the case that you guys see his comment, you're like, well, what is he talking about? But you actually have access to vendor accounts, retail accounts, revolving accounts. All that is actually in the funding machine course. So you can go over there, apply for them, get approved for them, and just keep building your vendor accounts. Now, the thing with the vendor accounts is you really want accounts that are going to report on your business credit reports. So if it's not going to report on your business credit reports, don't get me wrong, it's not bad for your credit. It's not doing anything for your credit, really. But if you want to start actually building credit scores, focus on building with accounts that actually report on your business credit reports. This way you'll be able to do it faster. This way you'll be able to get approved for some of these other loans, some of these other credit cards that you need to start growing your business. So, even though you may have vendor accounts right now, my friend, that's cool. That's absolutely phenomenal. But what I want you to do is I want you to double check to see, are these vendor accounts actually reporting on my business credit reports? Are they actually reporting on my Duns and Bradstreet? Are they actually reporting on my Experian or my Equifax, so that you can start building your actual business credit scores the right way? Number 3, you ready for number 3? The number 3, that third myth about building business credit scores. The third myth that I always hear is that you don't actually need business credit. And I actually don't like hearing this. It burns me to hear when people say that they don't need business credit. Everybody needs business credit. My friends, if you want to build your business like the big boys, like your friends at Amazon and your friends at Walmart, your friends at Target, or any of your big businesses that you so admire, then think about tapping into other people's money to do it. If you want to build your business to that $1 million, $2 million, wherever you want to go, tapping into other people's money, tapping into other people's resources can help you do it 10 times faster with a whole lot less stress. Can we be honest for a second? If you're bootstrapping your business right now, with your savings or, your credit cards, your personal credit cards. If you're going about it that way, how is that going for you? How's that going for you? Now, I've been down this road before, actually. Before I discovered business credit, I was using my personal credit to build my business. And it was like murdering my personal credit. I mean, my scores were dropping. And because my personal credit scores were dropping, it was making it harder for me to get approved for the business lines of credit that I needed, the business loans that I needed, the business credit that I needed, because I was utilizing and overutilizing my personal credit to build my business. But if I would have separated my business affairs from my personal affairs, I wouldn't have even had that problem. And so if you really want to, get over the hump that some of you all are facing, if you're stuck because you can't hire help, or you're stuck because you can't go run ads, or you're stuck because you can't go get those supplies, or you can't stock up on inventory. There are people that are stuck in their businesses. They can't grow because they don't have the money they need to grow it. Your business needs money to make money. And so if you don't have the money, that's okay. But you are going to need other people's money or some kind of resources in order to grow this thing. And so although you may not need business credit now, or you don't think you need business credit now, what would your life be like if you did? What would your business be like if you did have $100,000 injected into your business today? What would that be like for you? What kind of changes would you make? What kind of moves would you be able to make in your business if that were to happen for you? Probably a lot. You'll probably be able to do the things that you actually like doing. You'll be able to hire the people that are good at sales or good at marketing or good at the things that you need to actually grow your business. You're only one person, my friend. You're only one person. You can't do everything by yourself. And so you can use business credit to hire the help, to get the supplies, to get the equipment, to get everything that you need to flourish and grow your business the right way. So, it doesn't matter if you're brand new in business. It doesn't matter if you haven't even started your business yet. If you're still in just side hustle mode, right? If you're still in side hustle mode, you can still upgrade that side hustle into a business, and you can start thinking about and start utilizing and building your business credit now. My friends, building business credit is very similar to building personal credit. And so if you can build strong business credit, that could be a complete game changer for you. You can tap into so much money. You can tap into so many resources, things that you probably didn't even know existed in order to grow your business. I'm talking about foreign language to you probably, but I promise you, once you start getting in depth, once you start getting into the know with the right methods, the right strategies, you'll be able to make it happen. So if you think that you don't need business credit right now, I want you to think again about it. I want you to, rethink that idea, because rethinking that idea could really help your business grow and take it to that level that you really want to take it to. Which brings me to my fourth point, my fourth myth that I hear people talk about a lot, is that I sometimes run across business owners that have been in business for, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And oftentimes when you're past that 5-year mark in your business, usually you have a lot of sustainability. You have some credibility in your business. You've got some revenue coming in. You've got, some structure maybe even going, hopefully, if you've been in business for at least 5 years. But oftentimes I do run across business owners that do believe that they can just qualify for business credit simply because they've been in business for 2 years or more. Now, there are some, funding opportunities that can open up for you once you do get past that 2-year mark, but it's not an automatic guarantee thing, my friends. Not every door is going to open up for you just because you've been in business over 2 years. Some of you all have been in business for over 2 years and you haven't even filed tax returns on your business. So, it's all about having a legitimate business. It's all about having an operational business. It's all about having a business that has, a actual foundation. And so, yes, you may have been in business for 2 to 5 years. You may have already, kind of gotten over that hurdle, if you will, when it comes to getting funding for your business. But what I can tell you is this: it doesn't matter if you've been in business for 1 year or 5 years. You can build business credit right now at day one and still be able to get qualified for more than somebody that's been in business for 5 to 10 years. It's just the God's honest truth. I've seen people that have been in business for 1 year get funded for more money than somebody that's been in business for 10 years. So being in business for years or, you know, whatever, it does not automatically qualify you for funding and business credit, okay? The only thing that qualifies you for business credit is having cash flow or having the credit to back you up, or just, you know, having the foundational resources that you need to start building your business, and give banks a reason to want to give you money. Banks want to give you money, but they don't want to give money to people that that actually do need it. They don't really want to give money to people that need the money. They want to give money to people that have shown that they can use it responsibly, that don't really need it right now. They're not pressed for it right now. They want to give it to people that actually have a plan for it. So it doesn't matter how long you've been in business, my friends. It does not matter how long you've been in business. You can get business credit whether you've been a year in business, a month in business, or, you know, a decade in business. You can get business credit. So, and then the fifth myth, right, right, you didn't know that. I got you. So there's a lot of things that we just aren't aware of when it comes to business credit. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But once we get in tune, right, once we get the knowledge, then we'll have the empowerment to be able to take those next steps forward. But the last myth that I want to give y'all today is that most people don't even start building business credit because they think it's too hard, because they think that it's harder than building personal credit. And this often happens with people that have never built personal credit before, or people that don't have a real good, knowledge base about how personal credit works. But business credit, building business credit is very similar to building personal credit. Actually, building personal credit is a process. It's, you know, paying your bills on time. It's opening up accounts gradually. It's paying off your accounts. That's, you know, the history of it all. And it's the same concept with building business credit. With building business credit, you have to open up accounts and report to your business credit reports. You've got to use the accounts. You've got to pay them off fast. But what I do find is building business credit is actually easier than building personal credit. With personal credit, you've got to have, you know, utilization that takes a big toll on your credit. You've got inquiries that take a big toll on your credit. You've got the history, the payments, all of that takes a really big toll on your credit. With business credit, it's a bit different. In fact, utilization doesn't take a big, huge role like personal credit does, but your payment history and how fast you pay your accounts back takes an even bigger role in your business credit scores. So, you know, building personal credit, in my opinion, is actually easier than building business credit. I mean, I've got all these like business credit cards for my business, and it's been amazing being able to leverage it to build my business. I mean, I've been able to take my business from only doing, you know, 5 figures a year to doing multiple 6 figures a year, all by using the power of using somebody else's credit. And you can do the exact same thing. And the great thing is, it's not even hard. It's really a 4-step process. In fact, I talked about this 4-step process in my previous video. I did a previous video that talked about 4 proven steps to build business credit. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put the links in the description for you all if you're watching this on YouTube, so that you can click on that video and you can watch that and you can see the 4-step process that you need to take to start building business credit right now. Today. Don't wait. You can actually build it right now. It doesn't even matter if your personal credit is bad, actually. You don't even need good personal credit to build business credit. So it's not hard, y'all. It's actually pretty easy to build business credit. All you have to do is start. All you have to do is get the right skills, the right steps, so that you could just, you know, copy and paste your way to building some good, solid business credit. So I don't want you to get discouraged. I don't want you to, you know, just swear off business credit altogether because you're not really sure how to get that started. You can start building business credit today, and you can do it by, I'm going to go ahead and put the links in the description for you all. For my Facebook friends, hey Facebook, if you're watching it from Facebook, you could just, you know, kind of scroll down the timeline and you can see that video as well. We talked all about 4 ways to start building business credit right now. If you want to start building paydex scores today, you can start doing that in the next 30 to 60 days. Really, we've got students that's really pumping out credit scores like it's nobody's business. People that have purchased our business credit secrets guide, I'll put that in the description for you too. too. That gives you an entire process of building business credit as well, pretty easily and pretty fast. And it's only $9 on top of that. So it really gets you on the fast track to building business credit, and it gives you actionable strategies that I have personally used to secure over $300,000 for my business. So I know that if it works for me as a single mom of two and somebody that didn't even know about business credit 2 years, and I've been able to fund people, other businesses to the tune of millions of dollars, I know that you can do the exact same thing. But we just can't keep giving in to these lies, my friends. We can't keep giving in to these myths and not getting educated on what's real, what's true. And so now that you kind of know, you got a better idea of what's real, what's true, and what actually works. Now you have clarity around what you can actually do moving forward. And so I'm hoping that you're going to take these 5 myths, you're going to plant them in your brain. So the next time that you hear them, you'll be able to dismiss them. The next time you hear them, you'll say, you know what, Jerry already told me that's not right. The next time you hear them, you'll be able to actually educate them and tell them, well, that's not quite right. However, here's what you should know, right? Because when we empower each other, we can all make better decisions together. And I think that's the biggest and better part about it all, is that we can educate each other. We can make better decisions for each other. We can, teach each other, and we can grow our businesses together. That's what it's all about. I'm a big, big fan of entrepreneurship. And I want to see y'all win. I want to see entrepreneurs win. I want to see you make the money. I want to see you get the freedom. I want to see you walk away from those jobs. I want to see you take those vacations. I want to see you live the life, whatever the life looks like to you, you can live it. But the only thing that may just be standing in your way is that you don't have the resources to do it. You don't have the money, the capital to do it. But the money, the $300 billion vault, it's there. The money is there. It's just waiting on you to qualify for it. It's waiting on you to position yourself for it. It's waiting on you to apply for it. Some of you all are not getting approved for business credit because you're simply not applying for it. That's my friend April. She's a great copywriter over at the Word Stylist. She used some of my strategies, and she got approved for her first American Express business credit card. First American Express business credit card. And she's been in business for years. And she was like, well, I didn't know anything about it. So she took the strategy, the simple tips that I told her. She applied for the credit card. Boom. Her first American Express business credit card under her business credit name. And all it took was a little knowledge. That's all it took. And so you can duplicate the same success. There's nothing different about anybody. I mean, they are different, right? But there's nothing different about the procedures. It's all duplicatable. It doesn't matter what business you're in, how long you've been in business. It doesn't matter your skin color, your age. It doesn't matter. You can start building business credit right now, today, and start having the success that you always dreamed of. So those are the 5 myths, my friends. Use them, remember them. And the next time you hear them, tell them that's not right. Here's what's right. Here's what you're going to do. We're going to do this together, and we're going to have successes together. So I want y'all to take this information. I want you to use it. If you need a little more information about building some business credit, what I want you to do is I want you to click the link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube and learn more about the 4 steps towards building business credit the right way. If you need, more resources, or you just need some extra one-on-one kind of coaching, and you need some more hand holding, or you just want to kind of lock arms with someone that's already done it and you want to get in a community, then I would say follow up with our Funding Machine course. Our Funding Machine course can teach you exactly what you need to do to build business credit. So I'll leave the links in the description for you all, so you can take advantage of some of those resources to start building business credit the fast and easy way. And then I look forward to y'all, seeing more of your successes. And let me know in the comments, what myth on this list today, what myth have you heard? Like which myth, or did you even subscribe to before that now that's not right? I'm going to do it the right way now. Let me know in the comments which one of these myths that you've already heard, which one of these are you going to dispel today so that you can start building business credit. So again, my friends, it's your friend Jerry Tolliver here, CEO of Fly Credit. Hope you got some great information today. If you did, feel free to share the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when we give you some good information. Until then, I will see y'all next time with some good business credit, personal credit, and money management goodness. See